Mr. Fry, I trust that you had a productive meeting with Mr. Owen?
Oh, yes. We had the most wonderful chat. I found out the man behind Starrick's soothing syrup is John Elliotson.
Dr. Elliotson, I haven't heard that name in a long while. He was a brilliant heart specialist until he became obsessed with phrenology and mesmerism. It ruined his career. Well, how shall we proceed?
Oh, with all respect, Mr. Darwin, I believe I should proceed alone. After all, we wouldn't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Sounds very wise. Good luck, my boy. Oh, and Mr. Fry, should you find yourself with any free time, please do call on me.
Where would I find the doctor? Ah.
As you've just witnessed, the application of too much pressure can sometimes result in unexpected outcomes. Unfortunately, it appears I've ruined the organ. Send up a cadaver.
At once, Dr. Elliotson.
I don't care about your ethics. And I care even less about your damn patience. Now hand over your keys.
What are you doing?
Haven't you heard? You're fired. Now bugger off.
How to do it.
I shall resume my discourse on phrenology, the only truth.
Is there a...
The idea of connections and relations which exist between the conditions of the brain and perhaps amongst the manifestations of the mind is no longer a pervasive phenomenon. Yet as we previously studied,
Can anyone help me? I'm trapped in here. Is there anybody out there?
What's the matter?
Oh, young man, help. I must speak with Miss Nightingale at once. One of the brutes stole my key, and there's no one around. I can't get out of here.
Stole your
Dr.
key.
Elliotson cannot
Don't
be
go
allowed
anywhere.
to continue his
I might be able to do
experimentations.
something.
I must speak to Nurse Nightingale. She will know what to do. Oh, quite. Thank you, sir. Well, you'll know where to find me, sir. Go on now, sir. I will wait here. His experimentations are making our patients worse. I am sure of it.
the science teaches us how to not only identify, but also how to measure the mental faculties of a patient. For
His
instance,
experimentations are making our patients worse.
I wouldn't trust the doctors here, especially that Elliotson fellow.
About that Dr. Elliotson. Dr. Elliotson cannot be allowed to continue his experimentations. I must speak to Nurse Nightingale. experimentations are making our patients worse. I am sure of it. There is something very peculiar about that, Dr. Elliotson. Dr. Elliotson cannot be allowed to continue his experimentations. I must speak to Nurse Nightingale. She will know what to do.
Someone get him!
Dr. Elliotson cannot be allowed to continue his experimentations. I must speak to Nurse Nightingale.
You have just witnessed is nothing less than the undeniable effectiveness of the medicine of tomorrow.
I am sure of it.
I shall resume my discourse
Be
on
allowed to
the
continue
only
his
true science
experimentations.
of mind. The idea that one can point out connections
Nurse
and
Nightingale.
relations which exist between the conditions and development of the brain and perhaps more importantly the manifestations of the mind is no longer a pervasive phenomenon. Yet as we have previously studied, phrenology, when rigorously practiced, allows us to discover each from an observation of the other. The science of phrenology teaches us how to not only identify, but also how to measure the manifestations.
You need to leave!
Just let me go, please! I'll do anything you want! Let's not get near him!
I hate this place.
Look at him there! Better keep an eye on him. He's mine! Here for you!
You'll regret that! Stop your blood! Perhaps this will stop you!
Blimey, hold him down, will you? What's wrong with him? Do I look like a doctor? He's balmy is all. Nothing a little syrup won't cure. Stocks are like, we can't administer soothing syrup without Dr. Elliot's written consent. Back the way you can.
Undesirable messages which were wholly suppressed by the use of the soothing syrup. Despite the specimen's violent reaction to the procedure, the soothing syrup anesthetized the senses and it died without suffering. What you have just witnessed is nothing less than the undeniable effectiveness of the medicine of tomorrow. While we are waiting, I shall resume my discourse on phrenology, the only true science of the mind. The idea that one can point out connections and relations which exist between the conditions and filament of the brain, and perhaps more importantly, the manifestations of the mind, is no longer.
Bloody rats! Take back, you filth! Can't wait to be home with my wife and kids. This place gives me the creeps. How hard can it be to fix a bloody crack in the wall? And don't come back! Ugh, bloody rats! This place... so filthy! I'm sorry, sir, but you aren't allowed in here. I'm sorry, sir, but you aren't allowed in here. I'm afraid I must ask you to leave, sir. Authorized personnel only. Please, go away. I'm sorry, sir, but you aren't allowed in here. I'm afraid I must ask you to leave, sir. Authorized personnel. How hard can it be to fix a bloody crack in the wall? And don't come back! Ugh! Ugh, bloody rats! This place... so filthy. Ugh, bloody rats! Take back, you filth! Here it is, Doctor.
We will continue our experiment shortly. In a moment, we will compare the brains of our two specimens. Since both specimens had a propensity towards violent behavior, we should see similar protrusions in specific parts of their brains. Corpses do not have boots. At last it ends. Yet I can only think of beginnings. A better tomorrow. Forged with the blood of visionaries.
All I see is the blood of a lunatic.
Do you truly believe murdering an old man will stop humanity's great architect? Crawford Starrick has a glorious design for mankind.
Designs are meant to be broken.
You're a child. A child who believes it can solve all the world's woes with a flick of a blade. Have you ever pondered the consequences of your actions, Jacob Fry? Or did your father teach you nothing?
Please, no more. I surrender. Just let me live.
Elliotson expired, and soothing syrup production has ceased? Outrageous!
Fry intends to endanger all of London at the hands of the mob. Or perhaps it doesn't intend much of anything at all. It's simply content to dice with our lives. The asylum is shut up. Medical care throughout the city is in disarray. He cannot understand the consequences of his actions. The man is clearly an anarchist!
Gentlemen. This tea was brought to me from India. By a ship. Then up from the harbor to a factory, where it was packaged and ferried by carriage to my door. Unpacked in the larder and brought upstairs to me. All by men and women who work for me. Who are indebted to me, Crawford Starrick. For their jobs, the time, the very lives they lead. They will work in my factories, and so too shall their children. And you come to me with talk of this Jacob Fry, this insignificant blemish who calls himself assassin? You disrespect the very city that works day and night so that we may drink this miracle, this tea.
I'm nearing the end of my research. Our beloved London shall not suffer such a bothersome fool for much longer.
And what of the sister I've heard of, Miss Fry?
Miss Fry shall be gutted. Soon enough. Delicious.
Sorry to interrupt, Initiate. Thought you'd like to know that Sean and Rebecca got away from Otzoberg. Berg runs a unit called Sigma Team. Violet DaCosta is his tech support. They've been hunting and killing assassins for a long time. Thank God you're all right.
Oh, tish tosh. It'll take more than a Templar super soldier to end the glorious saga of Sean Danger Hastings.
I was talking to Rebecca.
Right. Anyway, Berg's presence confirms it. The Peace of Eden is in London.
The Initiate's data sync suggests it's the Shroud.
The Templars seem to want it pretty bad all of a sudden. They must know something we don't.
The only thing we know is that we can't go up against Sigma Team alone.
Leave that to me. In the meantime, keep a low profile. Let the Initiate continue to sync the data.
Owning the railway wasn't enough. Now Starrick has bought an omnibus company as well. I suppose he wants to control the neighborhood's workers and keep them under his thumb.
Pearl Attaway is Starrick's competitor, is she? Perhaps it's time I went into business.
And Miss Fry, what are your plans?
I studied the history we recovered from the Kenway Mansion's hidden room. I'm off to a certain monument.
A letter? For me?